Welcome to What is Product Communication Part 3. In this program we're going to look at how to communicate with a more precise audience and how to use social media. So sometimes communication with a global audience is too expensive and not specific enough. So you would like to communicate with more specifically your target. There are two big means of communication you can use. The first one is personal sale. Personal sale is what people do in a shop. You are presenting product to potential clients and you're trying to convince them to buy your product. Whilst trying to sell them a good, you are obviously communicating about the company, about the brand, and obviously the product. So this is quite a good aspect about it. So not only you're communicating with the customers, you can make it loyal, but you're also making money, unlike with the other means that we've already seen in the previous part. The downside is that it's very time consuming. You are only addressing one client at a time. You are only communicating with one client at a time. So this is not it cannot be the sole communication promotion tools that you can use. The second one that you probably know is direct marketing. In direct marketing, you're going to communicate with one person at a time by using specific tools such as emailing or phoning to sell a product or service. You have probably already been in contact with these tools in your email box. This is all the emails that are specifically dedicated to you, that probably you might have received from Amazon. Amazon does an email for you nearly every day about product that they recommend for you to buy according to what you already bought. The good thing about these direct marketing tools is that they are for you. They are just for one customer. Every customer feels unique. And you can address his needs, especially if you can use this tool cleverly. The downside is that nowadays consumer gets a lot of direct marketing, not just in their email box, but also on the phone. You probably already have at home experience people trying to sell you kitchens or other goods at 8 o'clock, and you don't really want to listen to them. It's same for your email. You don't always read them. You don't always respond, and the opening of these tools is not always very good. The last tool that companies are using more and more is social media. Social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube channels are more and more used by companies to get in touch with their customers. Social media is a means that allows you to get in touch with a very big audience, like a global audience, but still being specific and talking to one customer at a time if you're doing it cleverly. If you're using social network, for example, to exchange ideas, you can use your Facebook page, for example. You can then create a big community around your brand or around your product, and you can hear what people have to say about your product. You could also use Twitter if you want to talk to people and give them specific information. Let's say you're SNCF and you want to tell people that the train is late. You can use Twitter and send a Twitter feed, a Twitter message about your company. If you want to show people what the product are like, you can create your YouTube channel and make sure that people know how to use the product and explain what the product is like, for example. Instagram is also a good way to show pictures, nice pictures of your product or your service. So there are really a lot of good things about social media, and mostly that it's not really expensive and very, very easily available. The downside is that it's time consuming. If you want to be on all social media, you need to be dedicated. You can't just open a Facebook page and leave it behind and not put anything on it for 2 years. You can't just have a YouTube channel and leave it empty. So you need often to employ somebody dedicated to social media, and it's called a community manager. Community manager's mission is to deal with social media, to upload feeds on the social media, to make sure they're up to date, and to reply and to respond to customers that will be probably quite active on your social media. The other downside of social media is that customers will give their instant reaction, especially if you don't like your product, and everybody will see it. So you have to be really reactive and very positive to make sure that you don't lose any consumers.